26 years later, it's not working.
They wouldn't bow, but a lot of us are lazy.
I call it the systematic white supremacy. It happened in the past. Where are we now?
The truth brings people together. You guys are racist. Has it been restored?
You won't believe where I am, Ketana. In private. But I'm not too I'm not too far from your hometown.
Hey,
Nyani, I'm not too far from your hometown.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm actually excited to do this with you.
Yeah, you are actually looking good, my boyfriend.
Thank you. So do you, actually, with your crown standing up and everything.
Okay. Chama now. Okay.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm still like ass about
Yeah. So let's talk about initiating insight with Sibongile. She's been talking a lot of nonsense lately, and as one of the people who have watched, and I trust your opinion that it will be true, whichever direction it goes. Yeah, I thought let's just have this conversation and just reflect. We've spoken about the black child needs to go back to Embo. The black child needs to restore the glory. And we've spoken about education, we've spoken about religion, who? And that one, when you start touching on that one, yeah, I tell you open a can. And we've spoken about, what did we speak about? Who is the government? So what is your thoughts? Because I think I'm an idealist. As much as I'm practical, I think I still have this ideal wish of actually getting these things done. Maybe not for us, but for our children. You know, that our lives as black people can be better. And it depends on us to do it. Because we know 26 years later, it's not working to look to somebody else to can do it. If anything, but yeah.
You know, with regards to the videos that you posted up, I was really attracted by the religious ones, and also the who government one. Just to comment on who the government is. You talked about how we have elected these people and how we have given them ability, and they were supposed to actually take a servant approach to us in terms of service. And they haven't been able to achieve that because, again, we're looking at the result of their administration, and it's just not working. But I personally feel that the government that we elect the government, so we are told.
Yeah.
But this government that we have, along with other African leaders, I feel like they're European approved.
Sure.
If I look at history in and of itself, for example, any leader that Europeans didn't want, they got rid of.
Yeah.
If we think about Patrice Lumumba, they didn't want him, so they got rid of him and moved black people to do it. They didn't have a thing for Xhanti very much, and Xhanti was a very strong candidate for the presidency.
Yeah.
But hey, got rid of him.
Yeah.
And they gave us Nelson. I love Nelson, but I get it. You know, you have to compromise. So there was a compromise that was made, and they gave us Nelson Mandela. They literally gave us Nelson Mandela.
Sure.
And so,
operative word, gave.
No, that's nigile.
Sure.
I don't pussyfoot around that. That's nigile. And they promoted him to us. However, Uwini wouldn't bow. If you think about it, they didn't approve of Uwini, and Uwini was discredited, and somehow Uwini fell through the cracks. Yet Winnie was the one that kept his name alive. Winnie was the one that was true to her blackness and to the original mandate of the struggle. So Winnie, and then she was blindsided, kicked out, and Nelson Mandela was the why. And then they ask us, what would Nelson Mandela do?
What would Nelson Mandela do?
You know, so that's why I feel like the European approved. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. The only reason they got into the struggle in the first place was to restore what was taken. Then the question is, has it been restored? And the answer to that question is absolutely no.
Sure.
Absolutely no. I mean, even the mind of a Caucasian of how and where black people should live is still perpetuated right now that I'm talking to you. I mean, ghettos still exist. Africa is still divided in accordance with the Berlin Conference of 1885. It's still divided. I mean, the fact that they're still trying to perpetuate this idea of Western ideology on us, it tells you, which I know, Europeans are the ones that actually approve of this leadership. And as long as Europeans approve of the leadership, you must know we have no leadership.
I call it the systematic white supremacy.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Nail on the head.
Yeah.
Nail on the head.
And people, when I say they're beginning to think that I'm being racist, I don't like white people. And I'm saying there's white people and there's white supremacy. So those are two different things. Right. So you decide where you fall on, yabo? We go to a side. And the other thing, while we are at that, for me, it's important ukuthi sazi ukuthi for me it's important ukuthi sazi ukuthi sifike kanjani la. Yeah, and whenever I bring up ilentuzana, exactly what you're talking about, Europeans, systematic white supremacy or the white supremacy, people feel ukuthi Sibongile, you're going backward. I mean, this thing happened in the past, but it happened in the past. Where are we now?
Exactly.
Where are we now? And the idea of having to nurse white people's guilt, I'm secular, because if you're going to say it's in the past, so how do you steal somebody's car, and then you this person finds their car, and then you tell, let the bygones be bygones, but you still want to keep their car.
I don't want to keep the car.
and for me, that's the problem. That's a crisis for me.
You know what the issue for us when Sibongile is that we as black people, we don't understand what justice looks like. If you go to a courtroom, right,
sure,
they always symbolize justice with a balancing scale. So what you do on the one hand, you have to equally put on the other in order to bring about balance, right?
Yeah.
So that balance is then the foundation of peace. Now, where there is no justice, there is no peace. And the component of justice is restoration.
Yeah.
Where there is no restoration, there is no justice. And where there is no justice, there is no peace. Now, what worries me the most is that yesterday is the foundation upon which today is built.
Absolutely.
If we don't understand the cause, as in what happened, we don't understand it in depth, then we don't have the qualification to discuss the effect.
Sure.
That is why a lot of us, that is why a lot of us argue so much, particularly as black people. Because I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be offensive, but a lot of us are lazy. And we don't want to.
No, that's a fact, and that's the truth.
We're lazy. A lot of us are lazy, and if the shoe fits, people can wear it.
Yeah.
We know that if we go deep into the past, it is going to have an impact on how we view today. It is going to have an impact on how we view today. And if I know the facts that you know, I will be like-minded with you.
Yes.
If that's just how it works. The truth brings people together,
Mm.
but a lack of understanding breaks people apart.
Yeah.
So you and I see eye to eye, but an average Joe will be like, you guys are racist, because the average Joe doesn't know what we know.
Mm. Mm.
So then the average Joe has to then do his or her due diligence and try to understand the cause as we have done.
Yeah.
Then they will see eye to eye with us, I guarantee it.
Yeah. How do you think we take this forward, Xhanti? We are here now, and we are talking about the black child going back to Embo, to her origin, to restoring the glory, and to understanding who the black child is. Because I think even there, and I think that's the key, where or it's a starting point where when you understand who you are and know who you are, Bona, there's no BS that is going to be happening around you, and nobody's going to take you from pillar to post. Where do you think we should begin? How do you think we are going to take the power back into our hands?
You know, that's a very powerful question, and we have already started. I mean, what we're doing right now, you know, we are literally planting seeds into people's mind, encouraging them to try and gain a thorough knowledge of self. You said it yourself just now that if you know yourself, you know your worth.
Yeah.
And you're not going to settle. What we have done as black people, we have settled, so we are going along to get along.
Sure.
Which is wrong. So if we knew what we were in the beginning, trust me, we would borderline egotistical as black people. Let me say why. If there was ever a spiritual system that was correct, it would have been the African spiritual system.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because life began in Africa. If life began in Al-Kebulan, then life began with the Al-Kebulanian.
Ausweg. Mm-hmm.
There's no argument there. So if you know that and you believe it at a gut level, so you're not going to be interested in anybody else's spiritual system other than your own. Because you know, if anyone got it right, it's us.
Yeah.
It's our ancestors. If anybody got it right, no one else. That's number one. And then number two, they turn around and are inspired to call us black, right? Now this is now gaining a thorough knowledge of self. They call us black. What does black mean? You said it in your other video that it is a vibration.
Yeah,
right?
it's frequency. Yeah.
I am going to tell you.
Somebody's watching. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, seriously. And it's hard for me to play devil's advocate because I agree with a lot with what you say. Now, that black, on top of that, also gives us our station in life because black is the origin of all colors.
Absolutely.
So if you say, it's true, if I'm looking at a black woman and I call her black, I'm saying she's the mother of all life, of civilization, the mother of knowledge, the mother of spirituality, the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm looking at a black man, I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Now imagine what that does to your psyche, your self-confidence.
Absolutely.
Imagine what that does to your self-worth.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then it doesn't end there. Then Gixmos came up with the advert. The hair. But look at this. If hair wasn't important, right, the creator wouldn't have made it. Your hair, beautiful as it is, stands up and defies gravity. The hair that this world says is ideal bows down and submits to gravity. What is the symbolism behind that? So we've got the origin of all colors, we've got the original man, original woman, we've got the crown that stands up while everybody else's crown bows down, and we've got Al-Kebulan, that's the richest continent on the planet by far. Then the creator took the time to create the Al-Kebulanian, the African. What is the creator trying to say?
Wow.
Do you see what I'm trying to say? If we took the time to study self, to study cause, we would all agree on the effect. We would never be divided. So the first step is understand the past. Go back. Don't go forward, go back.
Sure. Because of time,
Yes,
we have to stop right there for now.
Cool, not a problem.
And I want to say thank you for taking the time to doing this. We shall post this on Monday.
All right. I can't wait to see it. But I must say, it's really good to watch you doing what you do.
Thank you.
Taking the risks. We're watching a series now that says woke rhymes with broke. So you're going to meet with a lot of challenges. It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But don't give up on us.
Okay. Thank you. I think Nami, it's my calling. It's the first thing. Huh?
We will fight you, but don't give up on us.
Yeah, man. Well, it's my calling, I suppose. Like you rightly said, it comes with the territory. I mean, it's when you say you're in love with someone, they are the first thing you think about when you get up, and the last thing you think about when you go to sleep. It is my calling, and it's with me. I tried to run away, I couldn't, and so I'm stuck. This is what I'm here on earth for. So to say to the black child, listen, we are more powerful than you think. You are the creator. You are gods and goddesses.
Exactly.
Thank you, my darling. Keep well and
Exactly.
keep taking good care of yourself. We shall speak.
Thank you. You too, and thank you for having me.
Sharp. Thank you.